Hey guys, so it's been a while since I did a figure review, so I thought, why not? My brother purchased this Shigaraki for me. Honestly, I hated the fact that, it's hard to find these figures. The only place that I normally can find them is EB Games, but seeing how their price online is really bad for resale value. Honestly, it's not even worth trying to get your hands on. Um basically so these are like $20 to $25 ish when it comes to Canadian pricing, and literally people online have been reselling him for like almost $200 now. Ochako is the second one that is like the second highest priced, and she is like $100, like well over $100. And this is on Amazon and eBay. So yeah, it was quite upsetting, especially because I wanted Shigaraki, because I do collect some of the villains and he's like the main one, so I wanted him, but it was really hard to find. My brother found this on eBay. So yeah, these are McFarlane Toys branded My Hero Academia figures. Here's Shigaraki. I think this is one of like the first batch that they made, because it actually has the cartoon picture of him rather than the other ones. The new ones that I have are they're like the second round, and they have pictures of the figures, like the actual figure, instead of like these the anime pictures, which I don't really mind too much. It's just really like their choice of what they wanted to do. This box is a little beat up, but apparently there were like ones being sold where they weren't in boxes, and there was like clear descriptions where it was like, oh, there's like a damaged piece or a missing piece, but they were still selling it for a lot of money. I don't think they sold it for $20. I don't know how much my brother paid for it, but it's less than $100, so at least he got a good deal on it. As for other places, they sell it for like a lot of money. To be honest, McFarlane Toys, like these types of figures aren't really supposed to be rare. So one, potentially there are some scalpers out there trying to sell him for that much money. Two, my brother said sometimes when you're into anime, you might not be super into collecting figures, and you might be trying to resell something and then you end up pricing it way too high. So I believe there are some people out there just repricing it for a resale value that it's not really worth, and they don't understand that that's not really how the marketing works for figures. So that type of thing. But yeah, I finally got Shigaraki. These are ages 12 plus, so yes, you could give them to kids to play with. They're pretty durable. I really love them because of that. The only thing I have to say is they love using soft plastic everywhere. I know my brother doesn't like that. I don't really mind. It's just personal preference, really. These are 7-inch action figures. I know he told me before that this is a scaling that he collects, but apparently a lot of people go for 6-inch or smaller scaling or different scalings. So this is kind of a weird scaling that normally people don't collect, I guess. So yeah, but my brother collects this type of scaling, so he's like, it's a good scaling for you to collect. I'm like, okay, sure. But he was talking to me the other day and saying 7-inch isn't really something that people usually go and buy. They either buy 6-inch or bigger. So yeah, this has 22 movable parts, so all of them have the same amount of movable parts apparently. This box is dented, but I will probably be putting it on the side on a bookshelf eventually when I have more space and stuff like that. But basically, I want it to look like a book when I'm displaying these. Here's the backdrop, really cute. These ones are yellow. I think the newer ones are blue, was it? They're different colors. Okay, so this is really good. They taped, these are the ones that are taped at the back of the actual plastic itself for the stands. The other ones are in a plastic and they stuck it there, and the thing is, like, if you want the backdrop to be perfect and you don't want to ruin it with packaging, you kind of just have to keep the plastic on there because it just rips off all the plastic, all the cardboard. So yeah, here is his. His has a glossy finish to it. Some of them are matte. I don't know why there is a difference for the stands. It's kind of weird, especially because, like, imagine collecting the whole series of characters and, like, having different types of stands. But at least they're all black and say My Hero Academia, so it's not really super different to the point where it's, like, that noticeable. Okay, so here is Shigaraki. This is his original style. I did see season 5. If you ever, like, I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but his newer look, I like that look a lot more in terms of, like, it looks a bit better, but in terms of this, I still like this look. Okay, so there were holes here. I should have been more gentle, but it's fine. He didn't break. But there were holes where his hands were in, which I don't think normally there are. They're just dents. But yeah, so here he is. The hand man himself is what I call him. But yeah, so his head can move a little bit. There's like articulation there. His head can move all the way around. His shoulders go all the way up like this. I think it's a bit of like an issue when it comes to sculpting the clothing, is that when you sculpt clothing like this, there's certain parts that don't bend all the way, so he can't move his arm all the way up just because his shoulder area is too big. But yeah, you can also twist his arm around. And you can bend his arm. So at least these hand parts aren't super in the way, so you can bend them all the way up like so. And then he has his hands. You can twist around too. Same thing with the other side. You can go. This one's a bit stuck. I don't know why. Okay, I don't want to break it. You can... You're supposed to be able to go up. This one's a bit stuck. I don't know if it's like... I see this part. I don't know if this part is in properly, but it's fine. It's just... It still moves up. It rotates though, so yeah, but I don't know why it's not doing the upward thing. Is this broken? Potentially. It's fine. I probably won't pose him in like a super intense pose anyway. And then you can twist his arm too. And you can rotate his shoulder blades as well. Same thing. Up for his elbow. And yeah. These aren't really soft plastic. These are just hard for the hands that he wears. So are these. These are less soft than usual. The soft parts are his torso area, which I don't know. McFarlane Toys likes to do that, where this stomach area, the torso, is like the squishy part. I guess they like it because it's good for like the clothing sculpting, where like you have the wrinkles and stuff. But it's kind of like... I don't know how I feel about it all the time. You can move him all around. And then for his legs, you can move it up to here because his shirt is in the way, so he can't go any higher. backwards, you can only go like this far because the butt area is a separate thing. Like the back of his pants is a separate thing, so you can't really move it super far. His knees go up pretty well, so you can move it really high. There's nothing blocking the way. I have Ida, his engine parts, they get in the way and you can't really do anything about it. So yeah, so Shigaraki has more flexibility on the knees compared to some characters. And then you can twist his feetsies like so and move it up and down. And then his toe things. McFarlane toys always likes these toe things. My brother doesn't really like it, but I find it like interesting to have these. Most of my characters are like posed with those. Like I'll do one leg up like this all the time. So yeah, I still need to like look at tutorials on like how to actually pose these guys. I'm not really good at posing, honestly. Everyone's like almost the same, just like straight poses. So yeah, the sculpting is really nice for the hands. The paint job on these are okay. There's a little bit of smudging, as you can see. His head, kind of like the silver parts, the gray parts are kind of on his hair too. They didn't really do that great of a job, I will say. But overall, the coloring is really nice. Yeah, they also sculpted his like shoelaces and stuff like that too, and the wrinkles of his shirt. And he can stand on the stand like this. So there's 1 foot. I don't really like these stands, to be honest, because they easily fall if they're a bulkier figure. I have All For One and he just falls all the time. So he's not really someone who I'm going to be posing with like the other characters for a while until I figure that out. I think the paint just smudged all over the stand. How did that happen? Okay. Oh well, it's just a stand anyways. Note to self, that is really bad. I'm gonna keep him here for now, but I don't know how the paint just smudged all over the stand. That was horrible. Here's the paint color, the quality. He also comes with 2 extra hands that are here, if I can take them out. Okay, so here they are, his hands. These are more closed hands, I guess you could say. Yeah, I don't know if I'll probably change one of his hands. Man, he really like ruined the stand with his like paint. That's so strange though, because it's all dry. I'll see if I can like wipe it off later or something. So yeah, you just push it in. If I can. Okay, there. I'm actually gonna do his other hand, because this one for some reason is having difficulties. So I just put the flat hand back here. And just gently take this out. So basically, I cut out of the video because his freaking his wrist broke, like it snapped. I guess I wasn't as gentle as I thought. Gosh darn it, you know, like I don't know. It was so stiff to the point where like I was just trying to move, like remove the hand so I can put on the other hand, and it broke. I also don't know what's wrong with this joint. I'm not going to play with it too much because oh my, I don't want it to break. But I ended up, it was just this part, the peg area. So I guess this won't be able to rotate anymore because I had to glue it back on. Also, by the way, I got super glue on myself, so that's great. It's like rinsing off and like flaking off, but this is really annoying my hands right now. But yeah, basically be very gentle with these. I haven't had any like difficulty with my other ones though. Even though they have like stiff joints, they don't break like this. I guess this guy is just, you know, like that. But yeah, I broke it. So, but it's not like I would resell him anyways, so that's fine. But yeah, he's just gonna be like this from now on. I'm not gonna like try so hard to like move him too much. But yeah, overall good quality figure. The pegs are a bit stiff on this one. All quality control is different though for McFarlane toys. I have a Bakugo. One of his arms is really loose, to be honest. Like, it's hard to pose his arms upwards because his gauntlets are so heavy, and then the fact that his joint is loose on his arm makes it difficult for him to do that. But that's why I prefer to buy these in person. In terms of like, at least you'll get something with like a paint job that you know is good. But other than that, it's still pretty good. I don't have the link for where my brother purchased this, so I'm not sure if the person has like any more to sell of these guys, but basically that's it. Lesson learned for me though, like he's not moving that hand. Like he can move, because I moved his hand upwards, so I can move his hand side to side, but the wrist I probably can't move all around anymore because I had to end up gluing it because I don't have any replacement joints for these types of things. So yeah, but I don't know. I think there is a way to fix it. It's just I don't have anything. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I cut out and then I was like, oh shoot, like I broke it. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.